Good day, this is Ray. Today is Saturday, August 19th, 2023. For me, another day of learning and growing. Hope that you, your family, friends, and loved ones are doing well and staying safe. So, I was thinking about something over the past few days, and if you haven't watched my previous videos, I was diagnosed with lupus May of 2019 on a journey to pay off $115,000 of consumer debt. Today I'm down to $61,000, and if you watch my videos, you probably think I'm doing this journey alone, and that's definitely not true. So May of 2019, I was in the hospital, and I was almost it was a period of about 20 days in the hospital. Extremely sick, couldn't get out of bed, very painful to do anything, painful to walk, couldn't hold out any food or liquids for weeks, and I pretty much given up on life, basically. That summer, I decided to step down from my role as a manager, living out west, and move back home with my parents. And my parents let me, stay at the house, and they would cook for me and just kind of gave me space to heal, because I was angry. I was in a very bad mental space. I felt like everything had collapsed in my life, and nothing was going right. And I was in and out of the hospital, and I was dealing with a lot of medical debt, and trying to figure out medication schedule, going to doctor's appointments, and everything was all new to me. But my parents were there, and just really let me have the space to be able to get things back together for it to make sense. Now, at the time, all of my stuff was in storage, and I thought that after maybe a year, I would go ahead and just move out, get an apartment, and try to figure out my life. But that didn't happen, because early 2020, March to be more specific, was when we went on lockdown, and then that's when I started working from home. And so my plans had changed, and I was like, okay, what do I do? And it was around that time that's when I started to look at videos on YouTube. I was posting my vlog, but I started looking at other videos on YouTube. And when I came across Brad Long's videos, and he was talking about paying off debt, connected with him in May of that year of 2021. I'm sorry, I'm getting my time frames mixed up here. So it was 2021 when I connected with him through zerodebtcoach.com, and then learn how to budget. Now, I was paying off pretty big chunks of debt. So when I look back from June 2020 to February of 2021, I had paid off $17,000 of consumer debt. But the problem is that I didn't have a plan, because I was living at home. I didn't have to pay rent or anything. So it was a lot easier to pay down that much debt. And then from February of 2021 to the end of February 2021, so throughout that time frame, I paid off $19,000 worth of consumer debt. However, 2022 was when I became a first-time homeowner, and a couple things happened. Of course, my monthly burn rate had increased significantly, where a lot of my income was going to mortgage, HOA, electricity, gas, other expenses associated with being a homeowner. And so I paid off $10,000 worth of consumer debt, which actually I'm surprised I paid that much, considering the fact that I had depleted completely my baby emergency fund from $5,000 now to almost zero. And I've been working to rebuild my emergency fund. And this year I'm about on pace to pay off about $10,000 worth of consumer debt. So it's been a little bit slow going since becoming a homeowner. But I'm assuming that when I do have my emergency fund back up, I'll be able to start accelerating my debt pay down again. But anyway, strength and numbers. That doesn't only come to that doesn't only apply to people that are helping, but it also applies to knowing your numbers. And I know my numbers because I keep track of that stuff, and that's what keeps me motivated when it comes down to paying off debt. I know how much I have in my emergency fund. I know how much my monthly income is. I know how much more debt I have left to pay off. It's a solid figure. I'm not guessing as to these things. It's just something that I see, something that I know I have to tackle, and that gives me a little bit of hope. Now, if you are, let's say you're married, and you have dual incomes, and you're working together to be able to pay off debts, you're going to have a much easier time as long as you're budgeting to be able to pay off your debts more quickly than I am. So you may see my example and say, well, he's not paying off, hardly anything. You should be paying off a lot more than that. Well, for one thing, I'm not a six-figure earner. For the other thing is that I go to the doctor fairly frequently. I have medications, and of course I'm paying this down. I'm paying down this debt using one income. Now I'm working towards having my own online business, and prayerfully that's going to bring in more income and allow me to pay down this debt faster, which would be fantastic. Who knows how long that's going to take? I'm not rushing the process, but I definitely will account for that. So, the more people you have working together on a common goal, the easier time you're going to have getting that thing tackled. So if it comes to, don't be afraid to ask for help. In the past, I have asked for help, and I hate asking for help. It's one of the last things I do. As a matter of fact, when I purchased a home, that was a whole different thing. I had to pull money out of my retirement. I hate that I've done that. Fortunately, I've sort of bounced back from that. But I didn't ask my parents for help. I didn't ask my family for help with the down payment. So, I'm just going to go and do this thing. But if you do have the resources, or if you have the support that can do that, great. If not, that's fine too. Just power on through it, but don't hesitate to ask for help. So anyway, I'm going to wrap up my video. I have a lot to do today. I'm going to be studying for my exam coming up in the next few weeks for estate planning, and I'm going to try to catch up on some rest and a little bit of pain today. But if you made it this far, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. You don't want to pull my videos. You can find me at youtube.com/Chronicles of Ray. And until next time, I will see you later. Take care.